So I just did what is probably my last medical Lyft ride. Very bad experience, and I only get them when I go to the emergency room. I don't get them when I go to the main entrance at the hospital. Only the emergency room. I went to the emergency room and picked up this guy. Here's the red flag. The nurse comes out with him in the little mini wheelchair thing. She starts shoving him in. I instantly know this guy's got like bruises everywhere, his legs, his head, and they were like bandaged up, but they were like bled through, so it looked like he was really beat up bad. And the red flag was the nurse is just trying to get rid of him. I can already tell. The guy's like mumbling something, and she's just trying to push him in the car just to get rid of him. That was a red flag. And on the way pushing him into my car, he even hits his head on the ceiling of my car because she's just shoving him in. At this point, she just wanted to get rid of this guy. So he must have been like really giving her a hard time. He gets in the car. He instantly starts complaining. He said, "Can you go get me a pack of cigarettes?" I'm like, "What do you mean get you a pack of cigarettes? You can't just go in the app and get me a pack of cigarettes?" It's like, "Sir, it doesn't work like that. The app's not going to pay for your cigarettes." And he's like, "Oh, fuck you." And he's swearing at me. I didn't even want to swear because I want to possibly monetize this video, but I got to let you feel how I was feeling. And he was like, "When I get to my house, are you going to help me in the house?" I was like, "Sir, I don't do that for liability reasons. Like, if I'm helping him in the house and he falls due to me not helping him properly, now I'm liable." So I was like, "You don't have anybody at your house to help you get inside the house?" And he's like, "No." So finally, on the ride, he actually threatened me. He threatened, I don't even remember what I said. I didn't say anything. I'm calm at this point, even though he's like, mumbling, groaning. Windows got to be down. This got to be down. He's like, I don't even remember what I said, but he's like, "I should hit you in the head with this cane." I knew he wasn't going to do it, but I still threat. I was like, "Sir, you're threatening me now. Please don't make me take you back to the hospital." Because this guy was so beat up and could barely walk. Legally, I don't even think I could put him out on the side of the road or even at a gas station. I would have had to legally bring him all the way back to the hospital just to keep me from getting in any problems legally later. So please, sir, just calm down, relax. He finally calms down. He stops grumbling a little bit. Finally get him to his house. And I apologize for the glare. It's one of them sunny days. Yeah, it's not too much I can do about the glare today. Finally get him to his house. I'm like, "Sir, take your time. I'm not rushing you. Do what you got to do to get in the house." He's stumbling in the house stumbling out of the car. He's taking his time. Thank God his car was near mine, so the minute he got out of the car, he was somewhat able to touch his car and slowly creep towards his walkway. I noticed his neighbor comes out, and she's just looking. She's not trying to help him or anything, but she's just looking. I was like, "Ma'am, could you help him in the house?" She's like, "Nope." She don't want the liability responsibility either, which I don't blame her. Like, nobody wants to get sued for something that could possibly happen later. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that'll help the glare a little bit. And she was like, "No, I'll just call 911. And I was like, "Legally, I don't want to help him." And she was like, "Yeah, that's fine." So as I'm driving off, I'm like looking just to make sure he's somewhat getting close to his door, and he stumbles backward, and I'm like, "Oh my God." this guy. And some of you might hit me in the comments and say I should have helped him in, but you guys got to understand, we are not legally qualified to help these people. And some of you might get on me about taking a ride in the first place. I'd rather you do that. I'd rather you do that in the comments. I'd rather you get on me for ever taking a ride in the first place than to help that guy in, because legally we are not authorized or, medically certified to be helping people in these kinds of positions. And when the neighbor said, I'll just call 911 again, it made me think that this is an ongoing thing with this guy. He lives alone. It's kind of a trailer style home, like one of those, I don't even know what you call them, prefab homes, kind of like a trailer home without the wheels. It's one of those. And it's got a step. It's only got like one step, but it's a high one step. And he's stumbling backwards, and all I could do is look, and I'm watching the neighbor watch him, and I'm like, okay, at least his neighbor's able to watch him go in, and she has the phone ready to call the police again in the event he stumbles and falls again. But this guy should have never been, this guy should have had a medical ride by certified, trained people from the hospital, take him home and help him inside. And then on top of it, this guy doesn't live with any family members, so this tells me that this is an ongoing thing, that the neighbor like immediately comes outside and she's just watching with the phone in hand. This is dangerous. And the guy swore at me quite a few times, and I calmly did not swear back or get irate, but let's be honest, some of these drivers would have got nasty back, and I know they would have. I know for a fact they would have. I kept pretty calm. It's probably the calmest I've ever been with somebody talking to me with disrespect. And when I told him, sir, that's a crime, when he threatened to hit me with his cane. He only threatened. It's not like he pulled up the cane. It was really going to hit me with it, but the threat alone is making me reconsider ever doing a Lyft medical ride again. And the only good reason I can say I took it in the first place, things are that slow right now with Uber and Lyft. It's that slow, it's that much competition. I was like, and occasionally, not often, but occasionally these medical rides pay, a reasonable amount. Usually it's only a $4 to $5 ride, but occasionally you'll get like, $7, $8, for a short trip. Rather than the 4 and 5 they try to pay some other times. But this was really, really dangerous. I don't recommend you take any of these medical rides, but I notice when I go to the main entrance, I'm usually getting like employees. It's usually like an employee pickup or something like that. It's not usually somebody in this back edition. This one happened to be at the emergency room, which I should have known better. Never again. This was definitely the Lyft ride from hell. Again, I don't even care if you get on me saying, why'd you take it in the first place? I get that. But I was not about to help that guy in the house with him talking with me for that one problem, the way he was talking to me. I'm surprised he didn't say the N-word, because he was an older white guy. I'm surprised. I really am, because I'm just so used to that word being thrown around. But he didn't go there with the racism, thank God. But the way the FUs, and he really thought that Lyft would have somebody get him a pack of cigarettes. He didn't even understand that his insurance was paying for it, so he couldn't veer off from the trip. Not allowed to. These medical rides, are dangerous. Lyft greed is ridiculous. I almost could guarantee you that this guy, his insurance probably paid anywhere from $50 to $100. Your guess in the comments of what you think they got off his insurance. And I might have got, I don't even want to, I think I got like $8 for the trip. Not worth it. It's not worth your safety. It's not worth your time. What if this guy would have been physically stronger? And mind you, he's sitting back there where if he really wanted to, he could have hit me with his cane. His cane was right there with him. I don't think he physically would have, but somebody else more physically capable could hurt you. This is getting dangerous to do these medical rides. This is broad daylight. This is early in the morning. This was at like, I want to say like 9 a.m. Not worth it. Now, I still do drop people off at the hospital, but I'm considering just stop picking them up even at the main entrance at this point. And this just happened to be in New Britain Hospital, if any of you guys are wondering. If you're in Connecticut and you're a Connecticut driver, this is New Britain Hospital that this happened at. You guys gotta be careful. Lyft, these hospitals don't care. Like I said, the nurse shoved him in. He hit his head on the way in. He's like, ow, and the nurse didn't even flinch. She just wanted to get rid of him because I have a feeling that the guy was giving the nurse a hard time as well. Let me know your comments. Subscribe, like, comment, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Don't be too hard on me in the comments. Thank you.